Adventure time! The pirates of the Enchiridion is a 3D RPG game. Ice Kingdom's melted, it's adventure time. That was beautiful, Rad.
Oh, I can't believe you did singing without me. I've been robbed.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
You may recognize Finn the human and Jake the dog from the TV show Adventure Time, which is a beloved cartoon with a signature sense of wackiness.
The dynamic duo have starred in a number of video games before, but this is the first 3D RPG adventure they've ever embarked on.
My kingdom is ruined, my crown's gone forever.
The Ice King's crown is acting up, and he's been melting his kingdom instead of freezing it. This has flooded the land of Oo and caused an uprising of pirates.
Yarr! You're on a mission to figure out what's going on and help your friends along the way. To do this, you'll be interrogating people for information and engaging in turn-based battles.
Interrogations involve swapping between Finn and Jake, with either good cop or bad cop questioning.
Whoa, things don't look ship-shape here.
This isn't very tricky or interesting, as they'll often tell you what tone to use, and you choose via timing a spin wheel correctly.
Man, you know you've always been my favorite candy guy. Tell us what you know so we can find PB.
Occasionally, you'll have to figure out what mood to use on your own, but that's all the challenge there is.
The combat is a little bit more complex, but not by a lot. You can choose to attack, block, heal, or use special abilities. There's also ultimate abilities, which are a little more exciting. I thought Jake's was the best, with his cool bulldozer move. Overall, though, I found the combat pretty repetitive and not very challenging.
Yeah, you can pass most fights if you simply have enough healing potions, which is pretty dull. But what did you think of the story?
Well, like everything else in the game, it's pretty simple.
Princess, are you okay? Why are these pirates holding you prisoner?
I be fine, Finn, but you got to get me out of here.
Aw, man, PB's talking like a pirate, too.
It's mostly told through long cutscenes, and it feels like just a way of pushing you through the areas. I'm a fan of the TV show, but the game just doesn't have the same good pacing and thus doesn't have the same appeal.
I love the show too, and I thought the story was interesting enough.
That's High Admiral candy corn to you, landlubbers.
At times, it feels like watching the cartoon, and while it's not a deep, compelling mystery, you still get a sense of uncovering new parts to the puzzle, which was good enough for me. It does constantly give you a goal and then sidetrack you with another mission you have to complete first, but that's pretty standard gaming fare.
True, and if you don't mind a bit of mindless running around, then you can keep yourself busy. Main story missions include things like collecting Marceline's hat so she can walk out in the sun, or freeing Princess Bubblegum from her pirate prison.
Along the way, you can also pick up side quests as you roam the open world.
Finn! Jake! Over here!
These aren't thrilling at all, and sometimes it even shows you exactly where you need to go.
I need them over there!
Just let me discover things. They feel more like annoying sidetracks than anything else.
It is quite fun seeing characters that you know and love from the show, but they didn't feel quite right.
How do you mean?
Well, I know the cartoon is 2D, so how they look in 3D is open for debate, but I just don't feel that Lumpy Space Princess should look quite so, flat.
Hey!
LSP? Get out of here before—
Quiet, landlubber.
Finn, she's one of them.
No, Jake, I'm like their leader.
Also, the Ice King doesn't seem right. The way his mouth slides flat on his face like that.
And here I am up to my southern hemisphere in melting Ice Kingdom.
It's just wrong.
As a being who has made his way into the digital world, I can confirm that the process sometimes changes things a bit. It's a natural part of this new stage in your life and nothing to be ashamed of.
And sometimes you dress like a pirate?
Well, this is Pirates of the Enchiridion, not regulars of the Enchiridion. Arr, arr.
I do see what he's trying to say, but because so much of the game is shonky, it's hard to feel like Flat Lumpy Space Princess was intentional.
Rad shonky is indeed the word. I had a moment where Marceline was talking, but the animation triggered before the audio played. So her line ended up getting cut off by the next part of the scene.
And took my hat and threw it in the water. I'm stuck out here. It was the only
We need to get that crown.
I experienced maximum shonky when I hit a game-breaking bug. My ability to push and pull items just suddenly stopped working, meaning I couldn't activate these levers to free BMO. There was no way to fix it, so I just couldn't play any further.
That's off the charts, Shonky. Overall, Adventure Time Pirates of the Enchiridion has some fun moments, but it's overly simple and completely lacks polish. I'm giving it 1.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
There are some cool ideas here, but it just feels unfinished and broken. And for an open world game, the open world is very empty. I'm giving it 1 out of 5 rubber chickens.